Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back in this video with the Star Wars Black Series Darth Vader. Yeah, this ain't no ordinary action figure review, it's an action figure comparison with Darth Maul from the first Star Wars Black Series. So as they go toe to toe and nose to nose, it's Darth Vader versus Darth Maul. It's original trilogy versus prequel trilogy. Oh, sorry, I couldn't say that with a straight face, as that ain't no competition. But if, like me, you were let down by the prequel trilogy, I think you'll agree that Darth Maul was the best thing about Episode 1. But is the Darth Maul action figure as good as the Darth Vader one? Well, let the comparison commence. I'm going to take a look at the various aspects of each action figure, sculpt, deco, accessories, and articulation. Then at the end of the video, you guys declare a victor in the comments below. So side by side, and if bang for your buck sways your favour, then Darth Vader has some height over Darth Maul, but really that represents well-observed character representation of Vader's intimidating stature. Not that Darth Maul isn't intimidating in his own way, of course. Now taking a closer look, and in terms of intimidation, we get that with Darth Maul's facial tattoos and that piercing stare. As for Vader, I think his helmet might be a wee bit too big, and it's never struck me before, but he looks a little like a sad Labrador retriever. Darth Maul's hooded cloak is cast in a soft rubber that's attached to the head. It can be removed, and he comes with a second head as he appears for the Jedi duel at the end of Episode 1. Then Vader's helmet is removable to allow him to look upon us with his own eyes. And if I said his helmet was a wee bit too big, then the head is certainly a wee bit too small. But otherwise nicely sculpted, capturing all those big ugly scars in Anakin's head. Both figures combine mixed media elements really well, so on Vader we get a real metal chain for his cape. And then it seems like the cape is stitched into the figure here and here. And then on the bottom of the cape, he does have this heavier stock of fabric stitched into the bottom corners. I'm not sure if this is the purpose, but it does mean that the cape hangs much better because of the weight of that stock of fabric. On Darth Maul, we get a combination of soft rubber and also actual fabric goods. And as for Darth Maul's hooded cloak, it is fully cast in a soft rubber, and I think better for it. I don't think you'd ever get a hooded fabric cape to hang the way that you can sculpt the rubber here. Of course, for accessories, both come with a lightsaber. Vader's is the one on the top of the screen. Darth Maul can hold his lightsaber in both hands, whereas only Vader's right hand is sculpted posed to hold it, which is probably just as well, as that leaves his left hand poised to force choke an inept subordinate. Both lightsabers feature removable blades, which is cool for display options. And of course, Darth Maul's signature double-ended lightsaber is not forgotten. We just need to attach these two halves, and there he is, ready to be chopped in half. And while certainly it's not as spectacular as his double-ended lightsaber, he does come with his binoculars as a second accessory. Now looking at articulation, the heads of each rotate side to side. Vader's able to look down a little bit, Maul much more, and Vader is able to look up, inhibited by his helmet, whereas Darth Maul is able to look up much more. The arms of each are both able to rotate and also move up, although the shoulder armor of Vader prevents his arm from moving up quite as far as Darth Maul's. At the elbow, both have rotation and hinges moving up and down. There's also rotation at the wrist, and this is also hinged, moving down and up. Both have a waist cum diaphragm joint which rotates. It also moves forwards tiny bit and then does also move back. At the hips, the legs move out to the side and back in, move to the front a decent amount, but not so much to the back. Both have upper leg swivel. Then both have double jointed knees, and then at the ankle this can move backwards and forwards, and it also has that Hasbro ankle rocker which delivers a great range of pivot, with this being them both stood at their widest stance possible, still with both feet flat on the floor. So all things considered, let me know in the comments below which one you would save from an exploding Death Star. Me personally, I'd go with Vader. Even if Darth Maul is technically the better action figure, I'd side with Vader just out of my affection for the original trilogy. But that's not to say Darth Maul isn't really good. I think had the sculpt and deco of the unhooded head equaled the atmosphere of the hooded one, I'd have probably have sided with Darth Maul, but I just feel it lacks that same atmosphere. Anyway, for the previous action figure comparison, comparison that saw Hasbro's Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Groot square off against a knockoff, click the video on the right. As ever, my force would awaken if you could give this video a big thumbs up, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.